Reward the fan! Reward the fan! Hey! I'm your host, Troy Bond, and welcome back to another very special episode of Reward the Fan. This is DC themed. Now, Marvel may be killing it in the box office with the MCU, but there is no denying that DC has the coolest superheroes. Wearing your underwear on the outside has never looked as cool as it does on The Dark Knight. And I grew up on Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, Oliver Stone's People's History of the United States. Wait, that's a different kind of DC. Anyway, of course the face of DC Comics is Superman, who debuted in 1938 and is not only a cultural icon, but the physical embodiment of truth, justice, and most importantly, the American way. That's why whenever he's not fighting crime, he's 4 Big Macs deep, half asleep, watching Family Guy. Thank you, Superman. But it's not just about the heroes. Tonight, as you may know, is the premiere of The Joker, where Gotham meets its new clown prince of crime after he fails as a comedian. They probably dug up some of his old tweets, and he lost his chance at hosting the Oscars, which would lead any of us into a life of crime. Or to star in 2 Jumanji movies. I'm not sure which is worse. But this comedian is here to stay, and I may not have a purple suit, but I have something just as hilarious. Rules. I'm going to ask you 10 trivia questions, and if you make it to the end, you will share tonight's reward dollar prize, which is $250 reward dollars. $250. Also, the amount of electoral votes one needs to secure the presidency. Different DC, guys. Also, don't forget to tune in to our sports trivia game with our Reward the Fan Wonder Woman, Alyssa Salvatore, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time later tonight. And look, if you need a break from all of this nerd stuff, you can jock it up with her at 8 o'clock tonight for sports trivia. Let me give some quick shout-outs here. Those of you playing the game, shout-out to Great Nate. Oh, that's pretty clever. Anime Dan and Wheels. Just Wheels. That is a great name, just Wheels. I hope you guys come back at 8, but right now, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's our first question. Number 1. Which DC Comics movie is the highest grossing? Steel, Aquaman, or Jonah Hex? Mo money, mo problems. That's what Granny used to always say. But for DC, they care more about the money side. Unfortunately, both Steel and Jonah Hex were huge box office flops, bringing in a combined, $12.6 million? So that means your answer here is Aquaman. Yes, that's right, Aquaman. Everyone's favorite Khal from Game of Thrones swam upstream and became a fish dude. I don't know. The movie brought in $1.148 billion, which is crazy for a movie about a guy eating sushi. That's not what the movie's about. Anyway, I didn't see it. 723 of you are swimming into question number 2. What does the DC in DC Comics stand for? Drunk Camel, Detective Comics, or Dane Cook? Drunk Camel is the name of my high school ska band, and we were moderately unsuccessful. Dane Cook is one of my favorite comedians. No one is making me read this. I wrote it, and I love Dane Cook, and he doesn't have my grandmother locked somewhere. Anyways, if you haven't figured it out, your answer here is Detective Comics. That's right, good old Detective Comics. The name doesn't really make sense when you think about it. Detective Comics. Like comics. That sounds like a Latin name for comedians. Anyway, 720 of you are on to your next clue with question number 3. What is the name of the show featuring young versions of DC superheroes? Baby Titans, Teen Titans, or Senior Titans? You got my boy Robin, Terra, Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Raven. Starfire, too. This show, I loved it. I remember watching it from a kid. Ran from 03 to 06, and these aren't your normal baby superheroes, although that would be pretty cute. These also aren't the latest arrivals fighting crime in a nursing home, so it has to be somewhere in the middle. The Teen Titans. Yes, to be young again. For those of you who don't know, I have Benjamin Button disease. That's why I seem so childlike week after week. Anyways, 701 of you are aging into a reward box. Wow, look at this. Everyone who got this question correct will now be automatically entered to win our question 3 reward box prize, which is a $15 Fandango gift card. Now it's time to find our 2 lucky winners, and it looks like they are Kelly Mom and T-Monk NY. You see your name, man. You know what your name is. Congratulations. You're each going home with that $15 Fandango gift card, and we've got some more stuff to give away. So let's get back into it with question number 4. Who is the Caped Crusader? Batman, Iron Man, or Dr. Doom? When I first saw this question, I thought it said Capped Crusader. That's what I thought. I thought it said Capped Crusader, not caped, capped. And I was trying to think of a superhero who would be awesome in a hat. Superman, with a sweet, Zoo York hat with the sticker on it. Maybe he's wearing some zoomies. I don't know. But this guy is the Caped Crusader, my man Batman. That's right, the Dark Knight himself. He's just so cool. I wish I could be like Batman, fighting crime, being rich, having a cave that's clean, unlike my dirty cave. I call it the Troilet. Anyway, Batman rules, and so does 679 of you grapple hooking your way into question number 5. Wonder Woman famously flies an invisible what? Tank, cargo freighter, or jet? If I could have an invisible anything, it would be an invisible whoopee cushion. Imagine the look on someone's face when they sit on it, They look under them and there's no pink bag. That really make them think they did it. Yeah, right? Invisible whoopee cushion. Anyway, I have a brain of a 4-year-old, but Wonder Woman has an invisible jet, not an invisible whoopee cushion. Why? Why does she have an invisible jet? How does she get invisible? Does it show up on the radar? I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. Too many questions. Anyway, it looks like 651 of you are not sitting on the whoopee cushion, and you're piloting to question number 6. Who is not a DC Comics superhero? Aquaman, Green Arrow, or Silver Surfer? We covered Aquaman already. He's handsome, swims, controls the sea. Green Arrow, on the other hand, he's pretty cool. He shoots arrows that are green. Anyway, he'd be a nightmare on this green screen, as you can see. But he is in DC, and so is Aquaman, so that leaves out Silver Surfer. Yeah, cowbunga dude. Creator Silver Surfer gave him a surfboard because that was his name, the Silver Surfer. It couldn't be the Silver DMX bike. I don't know. Are there waves in space? None of us are really sure. 547 of you are gold, and you're paddling on to question number 7. Under what name was DC Comics founded? Dangerous Comics, National Allied Publications, or International Comics, Inc.? DC has been around since 1934. It wasn't always called Detective Comics. It was once called Detective Comics, but they shortened it to just Detective Comics. Their number one selling comic in Detective Comics is where Batman first debuted. And your answer here is my main man, National Allied Publications. Yes, that's what they originally called it. It's a tricky one. 248 of you got tripped up on it, and I wonder what the National Allied Publications cinematic universe would be like. If you fan fumbled, that was a fan fumble. You fan fumbled, that was a fumble. Use your extra life. Get back in the game. These next few questions are great. You're not going to want to miss them. Use that extra life. All right? Hope the 248 of you, let's do it. Question number 8. Which DC Comics character premiered first? Superman, Batman, or Conan the Barbarian? Superman, more like old man. Woo! Yeah! He was written into existence in 1938, making him 81 years old. That's old. Batman is on the younger side at a respectable 80 years old, or as Bernie Sanders calls him, middle-aged. But do you know who has the most birthdays out of all of these chumps? That's right, Conan the Barbarian. Not the talk show host, the Barbarian. 87 years old, and boy, he is a yummy boy. He's been slaughtering his enemies ever since oh my God, we had another fan fumble! Another fan fumble! What are you doing? Use that life! Get back in the game! I would have thought Superman too. Conan was one of the ones. Use that extra life. We have 2 more questions, right? Come on, use that extra life. I want you guys to fly into these last 2 questions with me. Question number 9. Which DC Comics character has Keanu Reeves played? Wonder Woman, Constantine, or the Martian Manhunter? Wonder Woman is played by the wonderful Gal Gadot, and unfortunately not by Keanu Reeves, although seeing him in that outfit would just talk about a yummy boy, even if he flew that dumb invisible jet. Unfortunately, the Martian Manhunter has yet to grace the silver screen, so your answer here is Constantine. That's right, Constantine. Movie's actually not that bad. It's got Tilda Swinton. It looks like, why you guys use your life? We have 190 of you left in the game, and you are praying into the final round. This is the final round, baby. This is the final round. This is Question Den Kryptonite. Final round. Here we go, baby. We're going to roll in. I'm about to super punch, which is a regular punch, but just with my underwear on the outside. All right, question number 10. Let's do it. Which is not an original Superman power? Super speed, enhanced leaping, or empowered flying? Superman has got all the powers, you know? I'll never forgive him for that. If he tried to save me, I'd just be like, nah, thanks, I'm good, bro. I'm more of a steel guy, even though his movies flopped. Superman does have super speed, and he could originally seen leaping tall buildings in a single bound. But the original Superman did not have empowered flying. Yeah, Superman can't fly, but he could apparently jump back in those days. It was easier to animate the hero flying instead of jumping from place to place. And also, bad kneecaps. That's why he stopped jumping. But it looks like 112 of you are the super men and women of this show. Congratulations to all of you. You knew about DC Comics World. Marvel ain't the only one in town, okay? All right? And I might have missed that show, but I'm back here for DC. So nice job to all of you. You'll each be taking home a share of our reward dollar prize. So let me shout out a few of you right here. I hope we got some cool names. Right out of the gate, Tim Dozer. Buckeye Jeff. Man, these names are great. And the Shitmielt side. How about that? Anyway, this has been great, but we still have one thing left to do, baby. Run that ticket lotto. All of your names are flying past me right now, right past my tummy. And in a few seconds, one of you is going to be chosen as our lucky winner. And if it's you, you're going to get 2 golden tickets, and you'll be prompted with a list of events to choose from. Just be sure to make your choice within 24 hours. All right. I think the lotto is starting to slow down. It looks like we got the 2 winners, and the 2 winners of your the winner of 2 golden tickets, is you are on the monitor now. Pavrita, you won 2 tickets, 2 golden tickets. Congratulations, Pavrita. Sorry, Tim Dozer. Better luck next time. If you're freaking out right now, Pavrita, send us a video to the RTF TV section of the app. We would love to see it. Everyone's still playing. Or not playing, watching, because the game's over. Thank you so much for playing. We've got sports trivia later tonight at 8 p.m. with Alyssa. And if you are a Comic-Con fan, we've got Pokemon. I almost said Pokemon. Why? Pokemon trivia and anime trivia tomorrow. I'm your host, Troy Bond. You can follow us at Reward the Fan, and you can find me at your local library. Until next time, just remember, we will always be your biggest fan. Have a good night. Well, it's still the day, but have a good night anyway.